Hello humans and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the video game show that is not hosted by an annoying e-beggar. There is no Patreon, no super chats. That's right, we just talk about the games we love and how fun it is to hoard them, collect them. Now, with that said, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode, this show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello humans and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Let's answer some questions. In specific, let's answer one question from Malchitos here. Alright, so this is the comment by Malchitos. Yeah, Forbidden Word Mage knew this was coming. Actually, Malchitos has experienced some comment blocks by YouTube, by the way, and I'll address those here shortly. Like I said before, this system should have been finalized in 2018-2019. COVID wasn't in full swing yet. We should not have been informed till it was ready to produce. I really agree with that statement for sure. Then the hype train should have started. And if we weren't the real target audience, then why involve us? That's the question that I want to answer right now. Alright guys, let me answer the question, and I think I've talked about it, but I've never actually delved into the question itself. You know, and I've seen this question posed to other people, but they actually don't mention the real reason why. Why involve us, right? Which is what he's asking. Now, first let me say, guys, I'm answering his question because it actually appeared. Many of his other questions were blocked because anytime it appears to me, anytime you mention the name Tommy, it gets blocked. If you put links to anything else, it gets blocked. If you mention kids playing the console, it gets blocked. And unfortunately for me, I don't get to work on my videos because of my schedule until Friday night. On Friday night, I have to write scripts for the Video Game Cops and try to come up ideas, you know, maybe do a recap for the week for the Amico, so I don't really have a lot of time. So if you really want to ask me something, I always put my Twitter handle up there. You can direct message me and I'll be happy to answer your question directly. But again, if you put any links, it's going to get blocked. If you mention any of those things, even if you mention PETA, it's getting blocked. So I mean, there's not a lot I can do. It looks like these videos are getting, you know, censored for whatever reason. Not the videos themselves, but the comments. And the real question here is why involve us, right? Let me say this, guys. This is just business, okay? Forget about what you feel about the Amico. Forget about, you know, the delays or anything else, right? I'm answering this question directly because it's asked many different ways, and I don't see anybody answering the question directly. Now, if you guys recall, the CFO made a couple of interviews, and he said directly who the target audience was. A young couple with 2 kids, right? That's the customer base for this console. It's not anybody like me. It's not the old man cringe community. It's not empty nesters. It's not anybody like that. But so why involve us? The answer is pretty simple. Just like in any other venture, you got to follow the money. Right? You got to follow the money. If you were to take a survey of who actually donated, for example, when they did the fundraising, who the average age of the contributor, right, for that particular $11 million, whatever it was, I would guess it would be over 40, right? Because those are the people that would be most familiar with the Intellivision name, and those would be the people that have the most nostalgia. Now, at this point, they're, you know, rolling up hills in roller skates, as they say, because after a third launch, you know, a third delay, you just lose confidence, right? You have to go uphill, right? It's just the most fervent of followers are the only ones that are really going to invest, or new people coming to the front, right? I don't know how they're going to do in their investing. Like I said before, you're going to need some big buckaroos in order to finish this console. But to answer the question directly, we are not the target customer, but we are the target investor. Now, what do I mean by that? Is that if you look at most of our channels, you know, most people like myself, older gamers, you'll see that they have, you know, depending if what your knowledge of video games is, but these guys will have easy anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 worth of games sitting in the background, just sitting there, right? When you see that in a younger person, their account balances, or their bank account balances, don't reflect that. All their money's up there. When you look at an older gamer, typically, okay, now I'm not saying everybody, but typically, that's just a fraction of their investment money. So they have more money to play with as far as investments because they're empty nesters, right? They got all their college responsibilities out of the way. They got the kids out of the house, and now they're moving to a different phase in their lives. So they have more disposable income to invest in a startup company, right? And it's my age group that would have the most nostalgia and the most disposable income to invest in a company like this. So that is the real answer why we're involved so early in the project, because if you wanted to raise money, we're the mark, right? I mean, I'm personally not investing in anything into this company other than my pre-order. If you guys want to make any sort of investment, you should consult a professional, not talk to guys on YouTube. Always seek the help of a professional. But anyway, I hope that answers your question directly. You know, so many people try to spin it in circles, and we just want to reach out to the community and do this and that and the other. And unfortunately, some of my more fervent Amico fan pals don't realize this, right? When they call them chills, they get offended and stuff like that. But it's you're actually helping shill in a way for people that are going to invest later on in the company. That's why moving forward, you guys should really do a disclaimer, you know, and if at all, protect yourselves. You know, get sponsored. You know, get your video sponsored if you're going to be talking well about this machine during a fundraising period, which the targets are going to be guys like myself, guys like most of my audience are going to be the target audience for investments. It's not going to be the young couples with 2 kids. They don't have the disposable income that we have, right? So, you know, just look at that going forward. You know, it's going to be a sticky situation because you have 3 delays now. There's very, very little confidence by most of the people that have already invested. And the only way those investments are going to be good, and this is what you have to keep in mind, guys, whether it's Smash JT's 10 grand or anybody else's $1,000 that they've raised, they're going to be worth exactly 0 pennies if they don't release anything, and they can't do that if they don't get more investments in this company. And you know, from this, what the CFO said, they're going to have several layers of fundraising. So keep that in mind. You know, if I was just the typical Joe out there, I would wait for the console to come out, you know, get it retail, play it in a kiosk or something like that. If you're looking to invest, like I said, seek financial help. But this would not even in my top 100 and 1,000 things to invest at this point.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.